Hello, everyone, and welcome to your reading. Pluto is moving into Aquarius, and this is a very big deal. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology of this, and then we're going to start pulling cards to get deeper into it, because what comes through is energy that's really going to be influencing the next 19 years of your life, both personally as well as changes in the world around us. Okay, so if you do not want to hear the astrology, there is a timestamp below, but if you're watching this as a premiere, the timestamps will not work until after the premiere is over. So Pluto has been in Capricorn since January of 2008. All right, and now it is finally moving into Aquarius and will be in Aquarius for about 19 years, 3 years longer than it was in Capricorn. And it's entering Aquarius on January 20th. However, it's going to retrograde on May 2nd, and then on September 1st, it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn. October goes direct, and then in November on the 19th, it moves back into Aquarius, which it will remain until the year 2043. Okay, so this is a big deal, and I just really want you to think about this as, I put dates out there, because Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus are truly the planetary influences that shape generations. Every baby born, I will say, since there's going to be a retrograde this year, so every baby born from November 19th, 2024, all the way through 2043 is going to be born with their Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, and so it's a once in a lifetime. Pluto will not be in Aquarius again for anybody born during these next 20 years, okay, or anybody here currently. It's a very once in a lifetime event, truly, when Neptune or Pluto move into a new sign. They're just very slow movers, and they truly shape generations. And if you track their movements and look back at chunks of time, and you really understand, the astrology energy, you're like, wow, look, yeah, I see that, perfect example is Neptune moved into its home in Pisces back in 2011, 2012, okay? And just look at how much the world has changed from then till now. And it's a water energy, so everybody is getting very in tune with their feelings. And Neptune is an energy that can lead us into our greatest dreams, lead us into our greatest fears, also get us really trapped in illusion. And the thing is, here is Pluto moving into Aquarius, and will finally be fully in Aquarius by November of 2024. And then in 2025, both Uranus and Neptune are moving signs as well. Uranus moving into Gemini and Neptune moving into Aries. So the landscape of life, of reality as we know it, is going to begin changing with Pluto going into Aquarius. And Aquarius is energy of light, of information, technology, also the humanitarian. So expect lot of things that have been hidden to now come to light over these next 20 years. Okay, it's just, the Aquarius is honest. Aquarius is evolution. Aquarius is truth, information, knowledge, and light. And that is what's coming as Pluto moves into Aquarius. Pluto is associated with Hades, the ruler of the underworld. Also, Pluto is a very transformational energy. So over the next 20 years, the landscape of reality as we know it is going to vastly change. And also look at your own natal charts and see which area of your natal chart is occupied by Aquarius, because the movement of Pluto is going to have a big impact on that house in your natal chart. Also look at where Pluto sits in your natal chart, and that house will will have an impact as well. Okay, so just do a free natal chart search on Google and put your birth information in and see again which area of your chart is ruled by Aquarius. Even if there's no planetary placement in that house, there is a house in your chart that Aquarius occupies, and you work with that energy of that area of your life. So look it up, because all the messages that come through in this reading are going to pertain mostly to that house, as well as the house that Pluto occupies in your natal chart. All right, so we are going to pull a card from the Oracle of Pluto and read a little bit in the book. This is a card crafted after the energy of Pluto, which is the shadow energy, major transformation. And also be prepared that you're going to start transforming, you know, in some area of your life here. And it's starting a 20-year cycle. All right, so we have the cardinal that is coming out. And just look at the image. And this is energy that's influencing us, influencing the external world. And, you know, it's like, oh, 20 years, you know, that's a long time out. But the thing is, all of that starts now as Pluto moves into Aquarius, and then next year the changes only intensify as Neptune and Uranus both move. And you know, this is good, a lot of good stuff. You know, it could be some bumpy rides for some of us. We're all on, you know, different paths, different journeys, doing different things. But you know, if you felt very stuck, very stagnated, very stale, all of that is about to change. And also you're going to see changes in the world. Both Neptune and Saturn are going to be moving into Aries next year, and Aries is first house energy. It's ruled by Mars, so there's a bit of authority, but expect a lot of different changes, you know, that are going to come into the world, like new ways of handling things, new laws. All right, a lot. And change, you know, does take time. It's slow, but you know what? I cannot find the cardinal, so it's fine though. We got the message that has come through, and I'm not going to just keep flipping through that book. I feel it's like, nope, that doesn't need to be a part of this. So, and you know, see the mushrooms there? All right. You know, mushrooms are associated with going on spiritual journeys and spiritual quests, and, you know, allowing you to tap deeply into the shadow, into the underworld, to move past barriers, move past blocks. And I feel that this alignment of Neptune and Uranus and Pluto, the movement of all three of them, is going to, again, allow a lot of things that have been hidden to be revealed, and to break free from a lot of restrictions and have a big shift in perception, okay, about life. And, you know, this is spiritual as well as physical. You're going to really tune in with things that you have hidden from yourself. And this could be things, you know, spiritual gifts from past life journey, wisdom from past life journey, talents, abilities. Okay, there's a lot that is awakening and blossoming within you. And, you know, you're going to feel it very strongly over these next 2 years. But remember, this starts a 20-year journey for each and every one of us, a 20-year new soul cycle. And you're going to see things that are popular and all of that. There's going to be big changes in that over the next 2 years. And And I just keep getting a lot is coming to light. A lot is going to be surfaced. And that's in our personal lives as well as, you know, the world around us. There could be big breakthroughs in, you know, technology and medicine. Just a whole new understanding, a big elevation of consciousness. Oh yes, look at this, Aries, I am. So you're going to start feeling these changes for sure as Pluto moves into Aquarius January 20th and then throughout 2024. And then here with this Aries, I am. When Aries, when Neptune and Saturn move into Aries in 2025, so much about you is going to be activated, and this is coming into personal empowerment, mastery, finding your path, finding your purpose, knowing who and what you are, very empowered, finally being able to take the lead in some area of your life, becoming a business owner, starting a family, like everything that feels to be your next level, your next step up in life, you are preparing for that across 2024, okay? And Pluto moving into Aquarius is activating that energy within you, and then things really start popping off in 2025, 2026. But this is, I mean, Aries self, first house, this is so much about you. Big changes for you. Things that you used to be afraid of, some of your biggest fears, you know what? Neptune moving through Pisces has brought some of your biggest fears to life, and you lived through it and you prevailed, and now you're not afraid anymore. You know who you are. You faced down your biggest fears. Wow, these flew out as I said that. Okay, yeah, look at that. Victory, celebration. You've overcome some of your fears with Saturn and Neptune moving through Pisces. Okay, and as they both move into Aries, you are birthing anew. You have been being prepared for something here. Queen of Swords, look at that. Independence. Three of Pentacles, excitement, things building and growing. These next 3 years, okay, expect a lot of change and transformation in your life, in your personality, in what interests you, what excites you. There are things within you that are going to be activated. You have natural talents, gifts, abilities, okay, that it's time for that to come to the forefront of your life. Yes, Knight of Wands, immaturity. See, you weren't ready before. You weren't ready, but you've been grown. All right, from 2008 to 2024, you've been grown. And these last couple years, really grown. And now why? Because you're being prepared for independence, for leadership, for knowing your worth, for knowing your path. The Two of Pentacles. Some of you, it could be a very hard 2 years that you're coming off of. Knight of Cups, romance. You know, relationships could have been funky for some of you over like even the last 10 years, because remember, Pluto moved into Capricorn back in 2008, and Capricorn is a hard-working energy, okay? It really challenges us. And, you know, in the tarot, Capricorn is represented by the devil, and so it's a lot of hard work in different ways. And now Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's receiving the fruits of labor consciously. It's evolving of the soul, which allows you to step into mastery, step into leadership. Yes, look at that. Growth. You're finally going to see some growth. The Chariot, progress. The World, completion. Okay, there you have been in a cycle since 2008 in some area of your life. Again, reference your chart to see which area of your chart, Capricorn represents, because that's where you've been doing a lot of hard work, and where Aquarius represents, because you're about to see change in that area of your life. Okay. And, we have 1, 2, and 3. So the past year, the past 2 years, the past 3 years, maybe even up to the past 4 years for some of you has been very challenging. Like when Saturn moved into Pisces, it just complicated a lot in your life. All right. And now you're moving out of that. You're done with that. And you're going to start seeing the changes now, this year to 3 years out. A lot is shifting and adjusting for you. And I'm getting in the World, because we do have the World coming out. Things are going to balance out. There's this period of growth that the collective consciousness has been going through, and now things are going to mellow out, balance out, and that means something different for different parts of the world. Like structure, order, I'm seeing where Neptune has blurred the lines in Pisces, moving into Aries. It's like structure. A new structure is being created. A new understanding, a new perception. Where lines were blurred, now they're being defined. And that's in your own personal life as well. Pluto moving into Aquarius, and then Neptune and Saturn moving into Aries. I'm getting, it's like everybody's waking up from a long nap. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups on the other side. Long nap. We're all waking up from a long nap of some kind. And through that sleep, so to speak, it's been a very spiritual journey. And we've faced our fears. And here's the 3 again. Yes, the next 3 years, there's going to be reason to celebrate, reason to be happy. And it comes at the perfect time. These shifts, these changes, it's at a point where I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I need a change, I'm done with this. And your soul is feeling tired of dealing with that same energy since 2008, okay? And Aquarius, Pluto moving into Aquarius is like we're all waking up. Yes, and see, look at this. Strength on this side. I have faced all my fears down. The worst happened and I lived through it. I survived. And now I am strong. I know who I am. Nothing makes me, I just keep getting that, like nothing makes me afraid anymore. When you've lost everything, when the worst has already happened and you live through it, and then somehow your heart's still beating and you're still breathing, and then you feel yourself coming back to life, you know that you are strong. You know that you're a badass and you're not afraid anymore. It's like, no, the worst happened. So what do I have to lose now? I am going to take a risk. I am going to believe in myself. I am going to do this. You're going to feel more empowered than ever. 4 of Pentacles. Things not feeling so tight financially, okay? There's going to be, and look at that, very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4 of Pentacles. And oh yes, see, Hierophant in this position, things hidden, being controlled. All right, in this position, you see the truth, you know the truth, you have set yourself free. And that sits right on top of that Ace of Pentacles. Growth, progress. Yes, the Emperor. You have been on a journey, and you know, you are all different ages, and you've all been experiencing different things, but each and every one of you, the journey that you've been on since 2008 with Pluto moving through Capricorn has really been growing you and refining you and shaping you into a place to be empowered, to be a leader, to be a boss, because the Emperor is the card that represents Aries in the tarot. And see, this is you ruling over your empire, whatever that empire is for you personally. And that's on the Chariot. You're finally seeing growth from your efforts. Oh, and this is so good. Okay, so the World, right? Eight of Cups in this position is when we're walking away from something, when things are ending. In this position is when the hurt, the heartache, the pain, everything has been healed. And now you are reborn, and you're looking back on the journey, and you're realizing truly how much you've gained, even if at different points along the journey you felt like you had experienced great losses. The way life is changing and transforming for you, you realize that you have gained so much, and it's like a wish is now coming true, because this soul cycle connected to Pluto and Capricorn has now completed, and you've done your work. Okay, everybody who's drawn into this reading and you're still watching it at this point, this message is for you from Spirit. You have done the work. Okay, you have aligned to these astrological energies and have moved through them and have navigated, and you have gained the spiritual insight and evolution that was intended. And now, because of that, through the shifting of these energies, first Pluto, right, then Neptune and Uranus and Saturn, you're going to be rewarded. There's a blessing that is coming to you. And, you know, now that we have the Four of Pentacles, from now to 4 years out, a lot is going to transform in your reality based upon the work that you've done as Pluto was moving through Capricorn. Sorry, I had a brain fog for a second. Yeah. There's great rewards, and those of you where you had truly lived through some really hard stuff, it's like your fears came to life, came to reality, and you lived through it. Things are really going to be better for you. Like the next 20 years of life are going to be so much easier. All right, lunar eclipse, culmination, release, illumination. All right, so Spirit's bringing up Aries season, because, you know, this year in Aries season, we do have an eclipse on 4/4. All right, and so at the 4/4 portal. All right, and this is actually card 13, and 1 and 3 would be a 4. So the 4th month, the 4/4 portal with that eclipse, that's going to be a powerful time for you. Things are really going to shift in a way with that eclipse. And we have 10th house, career, public life, reputation. And, you know, the 10th house is the house of Capricorn. And remember, that's where Pluto has been. And so all of your hard work towards your goals, your dreams, big changes, your career, you're going to really start seeing the payoff of that over the next 4 years. The sun, life, vitality, purpose. Look at that. You feeling empowered, energized, revitalized, renewed, grown, wiser, stronger. Like, I know myself and I lived through the worst. I've got this. I've got this. You feel like you're finally in control. You feel like you are empowered. No longer feeling as though you're being controlled by events, by circumstances. First quarter moon, momentum, initiative, magnetism. Yeah, you're gonna start seeing progress, whereas it's like you put in all this work and got minimal progress. Now you're putting in less work and receiving more progress, again, because your soul cycle has ended and you've begun a new one with this shifting of Pluto. Now we have Leo, courageous, regal, loyal. And, Leo is 5th house. This is about tapping into your creativity, your natural talents, gifts, abilities, inner child, romance, passion, having fun, enjoying life. You're going to really feel this energy strongly. Yeah, if you've been wondering why life has been so rough, for the past few years, it's because Pluto has been completing its journey through Capricorn, and Neptune is now starting to complete its journey through Pisces, and Saturn's like, oh, let me join the party, because Saturn is a teacher, our disciplinarian, okay? And so it's been hard. It's been rough in the streets for all of us, okay? But it's going to change. And this is in every way, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, for you, for people for the world around us. So Pluto moving into Aquarius is a bit of a big deal. It's a game changer. It's a generation shaper. Like I said, the next 19, 20 years, all the babies born are going to be born with Pluto in Aquarius, with that energy imprinted upon them of truth, of light, of wisdom, of technology. All right, so those are the messages for Pluto moving into Aquarius. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.